First of all, thank you very much for being on our YouTube channel. Where are you guys from?
We're from Seattle, Washington in the United States.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I live close to Seattle.
Oh,
I lived in Bellingham.
Oh, okay.
I went to school there. So.
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
And also Ellensburg.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Is this your first time?
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And do you guys travel a lot?
We like to think that we travel a lot. I think the pandemic put a kind of hold on us traveling, but this is our first trip in 5-ish years internationally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What brought you to Japan this time?
I think two different things. Like I love learning about the history. Like this is what I've been really looking forward to is like learning about Osaka Castle and Himeji Castle. We also love the food, but I think she's more geared towards learning about the cuisine and trying all the food in Japan. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Maybe I'm going to ask you first.
Okay.
Yeah, a little more.
Do you study history as a whole?
Yeah, so my undergrad in college was for history, and I actually during my undergrad took 3 classes on Asian history, one of them specifically about Japanese history. I've always just found especially things like the Meiji Restoration and the castles in Japan just so interesting, so getting to see it and learn about it in person is super, super cool. It kind of scratches the history itch and the just fascination with architecture and stuff like that.
You already been inside the building. Then you saw the museum over there.
So we went around the outside. We actually didn't go into Osaka Castle.
Oh, I see. Maybe if you go inside, maybe you can probably study.
Dig into the museum more.
Yeah. Also, you went to Himeji Castle.
We're actually headed there today. Yeah, we're going to go see that today. That's the one that I think when it came to like planning coming to Japan, that was the thing I was most excited for, was going to that castle specifically.
The target.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you expect from there?
I mean, I was already kind of blown away by walking around Osaka Castle, so I know Himeji Castle is one of the most well-preserved castles in Japan, so like just going around there is going to be awesome just to learn more about the history and getting to see it in person, because I remember learning about it actually as a younger kid through a video game and thought it was such a cool piece of history that I was like, I want to go see that in person.
So you started from the game?
Yeah.
And samurai game kind of thing?
No, actually from Civilization 5, because one of the great wonders you can build is Himeji Castle. And I just thought it was really, really cool. Like, I wanted to see this castle in person because it was this thing that you could build in the game, and having like an interest in Japanese history when I was going through college just kind of combined. And finally getting to go see it, today or tomorrow is going to be really, really cool.
You visit other castles then in the world also?
I mean, we've seen some castles in like Europe and stuff, and there's not a lot of castles in the United States. They're all really new or like are supposed to look like old castles. So we've been to a few of them. Yeah, I've been to castles in Germany, London, and England, France. So
you're more specifically studied Japan.
I just like the big thing that draws me is the architectural look of Japanese castles and just the intentionality behind all of them. The history behind it is a lot more interesting to me. Yeah.
And they build with woods and.
Yeah, I love the fact that they used a lot of wood. A lot of wood carving when they built castles, or just built like old structures in general. Right? There's a lot of wood involved. So.
The European castles are made of stones or.
Yes.
A lot more stone. Yeah.
Maybe.
yeah.
Question for you. You learn and you cook also.
I do cook, yeah. So we grew up in Ohio. So we just moved to Seattle 5-6 years ago, and when we moved to Seattle, I had never really eaten a lot of Asian cuisine, and so that got me really intrigued with Asian cuisine, and it's become one of my favorites. And so I've learned to make some new dishes, and so I cook it a lot at home, and that was something I was excited to explore here. Yeah.
So you mean Asian foods include like a Chinese food and Korean food?
Yeah, I've done some Korean food, mostly Japanese though, I guess I would say. And yeah, some Chinese, some Korean, but mostly, I think I make mostly Japanese food, and that tends to be one of my favorites.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have a specific food you like?
I mean, I love ramen.
Okay.
Very comforting, very warm. I really like the okonomiyaki. The takoyaki is delicious, and it's so different here than it is back home too. So that's been fun. Of course, sushi and sashimi and all of that. So yeah, it's been great.
You want to cook in your country after you going back?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe experiment more.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think we cook a lot, but it would be cool to experiment with some other Japanese dishes.
Yeah.
There is like a ramen cooking school.
Oh yeah.
In Japan, so,
Yeah.
yeah, if you're interested.
Oh, okay,
maybe
interesting.
Yeah.
Like to go to a cooking class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said in Ohio there is no like a Japanese culture.
No, there's a
No.
couple Chinese restaurants back in Ohio, but
One Thai restaurant, and I think, maybe like a sushi restaurant. But like, yeah, the middle of the United States where we're from is not really well known for having a lot of like a large Asian population or Asian influence like there is in Seattle. Yeah.
Do you have something from Japan you want to bring back, like a tangible thing or intangible thing?
oh boy.
Castle.
The castle, the whole castle.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. I think like intangible thing, maybe like I think Japanese culture has a lot of intentionality and why everything is done for a certain reason. So maybe taking that idea, like why do I do certain things, or what's the importance of doing this or that, is maybe something that something intangible that I would take home. Tangible, I mean, like I'm wearing it. Like this, I was actually looking for this jersey for a while, and I actually found it here in Japan, so I'm really excited about it. But
So this is the soccer.
Soccer.
yeah,
A big fan of soccer.
big fan of soccer, yeah. And like I'll watch the Japanese national team like during the World Cup because I always kind of root for them because usually there aren't very big powerhouses in like Asian soccer, but Japan is really good at soccer. In the last few years, they've been really good. And I collect soccer jerseys wherever I go around the world. So this was one that I wanted because it's with the cherry blossom jersey. So it's a specific jersey for the national team that it was kind of hard to find. So finding it here in Japan was cool.
Yeah, I still don't know. What would I take home? All the food. Yeah, just all the food. We've had a lot of we had a lot of mochi yesterday. We went over to Nara. The baked goods too, bakeries. They have a lot of good breakfast foods. So
I think that the bread culture is pretty widespread in Japan.
Yeah, which I was kind of surprised about. I didn't realize that there were so many bakeries.
Right.
So yeah, that's been very good. Ooh, the takoyaki. All of it. All the food. Just a to-go box with a little bit of everything. A carry-out box with a little bit of everything.
Like you take with you, like
from the restaurant,
take out,
Okay.
Yep.
Go back to the jersey thing.
Yeah.
So do you play soccer?
Actually,
Yourself?
right now, don't play soccer. I used to play soccer. I'll watch a lot of soccer. It's always been something like I love sports, and I love like sports jerseys just because they're kind of like so different. Soccer jerseys especially, their designs change every different season, and I love the fashion of it. And so it also is a piece that isn't going to wear away like a t-shirt as fast. So like jerseys I won't wear as much because I can't wear like maybe a jersey to work or something like that, but it also reminds me of where I've been because I only really get them to countries I've been or clubs I support or something like that. So, I've gotten one from England, and I've gotten one from France, and I've gotten one from Germany a few times because I've been there a few times. But like, this makes me think of, I remember going to Japan, or, it's just like a tangible thing that I can wear that I think looks really cool. So,
You can like relate it to your memory.
Yeah.
And the specific, probably a season or a moment because the design changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
United States, the American football is more popular, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're more into soccer.
Yeah, I've always been more into soccer and hockey.
Oh, hockey.
So,
You mean ice hockey?
Yeah,
Or
ice
you-
hockey. Yeah, not field hockey. Yeah, but ice hockey. So,
How about baseball?
I played baseball a lot as a kid. I was never very good at it, but my favorite player growing up was Ichiro Suzuki.
Oh, yeah.
And like I used to even just practice like my batting stance to be like his. I was never good at hitting like he was, but he was my favorite player growing up.
Yeah, because it's Seattle. He
Right? Yeah, he played for the Mariners. Yep.
Yep.
Thank you very much for talking.
Yeah,
of course.
Sharing your
Thank you.
experiences. First of all, thank you very much for being on our YouTube channel. Where are you guys from?
We're from Florida, in the U.S.
In the US. Is this your first time in Japan?
Yes.
Wow. Do you travel a lot in the world?
We do a little bit, yeah.
Oh, really? Where have you been so far?
A little bit of Europe. I've been a little bit of Europe. We went to Thailand recently at the beginning of the year. That was our first time in Asia. I've been to the Middle East, Israel, Qatar, the Caribbean. Yeah.
It's not a part of that trip. It's
No.
You directly from Florida to here. Then what brought you to Japan?
You're just always interested in visiting,
Like
yeah.
travel.
Yeah. How long have you spent in Japan so far?
We've been here about 8 days maybe. We got here on Saturday night.
To Narita?
Yes, yeah. We spent, 3-4 days in
4 days in
Tokyo,
Tokyo.
2 days here, and then we're actually about to leave to Kyoto.
Do some Japanese bento festival or activities?
I don't think we did any festivals, events.
We visited like the shrines.
Yeah, we've done, some of the cultural
Yeah.
spots.
Where did you go in Tokyo area?
So we went to Sensoji.
Sensoji.
We went to a few of the smaller shrines here. We're a little sleep deprived, so from the jet lag, it feels like so long ago. The Meiji Jinju.
Meiji Jingu.
Jingu? Mm-hmm.
So you guys like shrines and temples, those places, and not like Akihabara or those
We didn't make it
places.
over there, but yeah, we went to Shibuya and Shinjuku, kind of that side of things.
Right. Did you like it there or?
Yeah, it was. It kind of reminds us of New York City almost. All the people, and the buildings and everything. But yeah, it's definitely nice to see like the city aspect versus like the quieter shrines. And we like the architecture of the shrines. It's beautiful.
Did you have a specific image about Japan before coming to Japan?
I don't think so. I think we're pretty open. We just kind of like to experience it as it is. But I mean, I think it's been pretty much what we expected. Everyone's super respectful. Culture is a big thing, I think. We try to just go in open-minded.
Yeah. So there's no surprising thing?
I don't think so.
I think so.
Yeah, no.
We did a lot of research before, so we knew
Yeah.
where to go and what to expect too.
So this time you guys are around like mainland part, Tokyo and Osaka. You're not going farther south or north?
No, not this time.
If we had more time, we
Yeah.
would, but
Where would you like to go if you have time?
If we had time, I'd love to explore some of the islands, like Okinawa maybe. We did take a day trip.
oh yeah, we went to Mount
We went
Fuji.
to
Or
Kawaguchiko.
Lake Kawaguchiko.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we're planning to go to Nara, but I know that's still pretty central.
In Kawaguchiko area, did you cycle or?
We did.
Oh, you
We
did?
did bikes.
Yep.
Yeah, we went all around.
How was it? Is it a nice day?
It was really nice.
It was really
Yeah,
nice.
it was supposed to be cloudy, but we ended up seeing Mount Fuji. It was really beautiful.
You stayed that area?
We just went for the
just did
day.
trip, yeah.
But did you go to like onsen and those?
No, we didn't
No?
have time.
Oh, I see.
We would
That
love to.
area is nice, has onsen.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's a volcanic area.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you're going to go to Nara, you said?
Yeah, Kyoto and Nara. Yeah.
Do you know about the hole on the pillar in the Buddha's building in Nara?
No.
No. There is a pillar, of course, because it's a building. And there's a hole, and that is the size of the Buddha's nose hole.
Oh.
And if you can go through it, then your dream will come true or something. That kind of thing.
We'll have to try it. How big is the hole?
It's like a 1 foot or like a 30 centimeters square.
I don't think we're gonna
So,
fit.
Yeah, mostly it's for
Kids.
like a kid, busy for kids, I think. But if you could, you can,
We'll
you can
have to
manage
see
it. How about Japanese food? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we loved
do.
it so far, yeah.
What did you try so far?
What have we had? We've had ramen, udon. We've had katsu. What did you? The omu rice here.
A lot of 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favorite food in Japan?
The udon was probably my favorite so far.
Yeah, the udon was really good. We also had some of like the more street food, like the takoyaki. That was like probably my favorite
that's good.
like snack.
Mhm.
Yeah, probably the udon or the ramen, the
Can you
noodles.
find those in Florida?
They're
Not as good.
not as good, but yeah.
You can try it, but not good.
Right.
Yeah.
Then, if possible, what would you like to bring back to your country or your area? Like a tangible thing or intangible thing, like the characteristics of Japan, or a thing like a castle or whatever
Yeah.
you like.
I mean, a couple of things. I guess it's intangible, but a lot of the culture, not the culture specifically, but like the respect for your own culture, right? Like, I don't think we have a ton of that in Florida. Everyone's kind of like, or in the US at all, not just Florida, but everyone's pretty much just, everyone for themselves, right? I don't think there's like a huge focus on culture there, I guess. I think city-wise, like, it's very clean, everyone's super respectful, and the transportation is really good. We don't have a lot of good public transport.
It's a very orderly, structured system.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
What do you think?
We want to get a good knife.
Oh,
Bring it
nice.
home. Yeah.
Right.
Souvenir-wise,
Souvenir
yeah.
wise.
Did you buy?
Not yet.
Not yet. That's on our list. We gotta learn how to make egg salad.
Oh,
like
yeah.
we do here. It's much better here.
Yeah. Like the egg sandwiches.
The egg sandwich
Oh, egg
from
sandwich.
So really good.
You can find the good knife in Namba area.
Okay, that's what we're
Yeah.
saying.
yeah.
We'll have to check it out.
Could you give advice or comment for the viewer looking forward to coming to Japan or hesitating to come to Japan
I would say definitely do your research.
beforehand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
beforehand, definitely do your research. There's so much to do that, I feel like every time we think we're done for the day, we find like one more thing to do, right? So I would say definitely make like a detailed list, maybe a map of everywhere that you want to go. And I think it's helpful to kind of look up some of maybe like the customs.
Prioritizing. Otherwise, you have too many things to do.
Right. And I think maybe some of the more like the etiquette side of things, looking up some of the customs, like we looked up like some train etiquette and like, how to stay on one side of the escalator or the stairs, or it seems maybe silly and very simple, and you might figure it out, but we like to kind of blend in wherever we go.
But
We don't.
Did you know about that before coming to Japan?
Yeah, we saw a lot of videos with like little tips like that.
I
So
see.
yeah, we picked up on that. But
Thank you very much for
thank you.
the sharing your experiences.
Of course.
And,